Hey guys, today I want to show you a thief pistol build in Guild Wars 2. At first I want to say that this is my first English video on YouTube. I also did this build before in German because I'm German. If you're German you can watch it on this channel. The link is down below in the description. And for all the others who don't speak German, I make this video because this was written in the comments under the other pistol thief build. So now I want to show you, I want to tell you at first what we want to do. We want to build a pistol thief, so we will mainly use pistols. These are the skills for the pistols. What's our target, or what we want to do with a pistol thief is we want to maximize our damage with pistols, so we don't need to use skills for melee. So we are not a melee thief, but we try to do this nearly the same damage like a melee deep or backstab melee thief or backstab thief. Sorry, sometimes I drifting up into German. That hurts in my own mind. So what I also want to say to you a bit, or what you can say to me, is what I'm doing wrong or what I can do better in English or in German or whatever language you prefer, but I only understand English or German, so please, one of these two. So if we clear this, I go to the skills for our weapons. We will use pistols in both hands. These are the 5 skills. I tell you what the every skill does. The first skill causes bleeding. So auto attack, it's relatively slow, though, so we can't really stack bleeding really good if we are not very good in condition durations. What we won't if we trade on damage. So it's nice to have the bleeding. I tell you later why it's nice to have. Of course we don't need the damage of the bleeding. So the secondary skill is the body shot. It causes vulnerability. That's nice to have because it's increase our damage. One vulnerability is 1% more damage, so we see one shot of their skill, max 10. These are 10 more incoming damage, 10% more incoming damage. That's really good. That's incredible good. If you see our damage numbers at the end of the video, there will be a little show of how you can, what you can deal on level 75. So the third skill will be our main skill. It's the Unload. It's burst shot type skill that shoots 8 rounds, deals not the same damage as the first one, the auto attack, but it's shot them very fast, so we do very much damage, and that's why we use this as main skill. The fourth skill is daze your foe with a headshot. So the skill calls headshot because you shot your enemy into the head. So it's kind of stun. So if someone follows us, we can stun them. If someone tries to hit us, we can stun them. So it's one of the more useful skills if we want to protect ourselves. And the fifth skill is it's also protecting skill. The black powder. It blinds enemies near around us, so yes, we use this to escape. So these were the mainly skills we use because our main loadouts will be double pistol. We could use a secondary loadout, a dagger in the second hand or in the main hand, like you prefer. This will cause torment on your target, the new condition in Guild Wars 2. It's very nice to have this because you can stack this very good, and if your target moves, it gets a massive it takes massive condition damage. So it's very nice to have if you take this into a secondary loadout. Yeah, this was the weapon skills of the main weapons we use. The secondary loadout you can do like whatever you want, because this is very flexible in kind of second loadouts. The reason is that we are trading all our traits onto double pistols, so pistols are very strong and we have no space for other weapons, so you can choose whatever you want, because everything is like the same for alternative. This is, I don't know how to say, it's not perfect, but it gives you this choice how you want to play your thief. So if we have this, we goes and choose our slot skills. So our slot skills have to buffer our weapons. So I choose a healing skill that will make our double pistols better. So we have this hide in the shadows that makes us invisible for 3 seconds. This is very nice. It's to escape, and we also get a bonus skill for our pistols. It's like an unload, just shorter. It's a short unload. It's very nice for bursting. As alternative, we could use this will withdraw, roll backward while healing, and evade attacks. It's nice to be very movable and flexible, because you also curse immobilizations, chilled, and crippled, so we can move faster if we do this one. This has also a 15 seconds cooldown. It's also very nice. So as third skill we have Sign of Malice. Heals when you attack. It's not very good for us, because we try to minimize the damage we get, because we are on range, so we have the best chances to escape attacks with just rolling around, and so we don't really need this one, because it's more kind of passive healing. Also has a 50 seconds cooldown. Could be very nice, but healing power is not very great. So the fourth healing skill you could choose a thief is one you have to choose on races. So I've got a human thief. I could use Prey to Drainer. Well, what to say? I don't choose this because it's built for every race, and this is only human-based skill. If you got a Char thief, or any other thief, you don't really have a skill like this. You have another skill that works, I think, clearly the same, or nearly the same. It's not this important. So I choose Hide in the Shadows because of the extra skill on the pistols, the extra unload we can do with it, and the regeneration when we're invisible. It's a very nice bonus healing and do its job. One of the best heals the thief can get. As secondary, we try to maximize our damage on pistols, so we don't need a venom or something like a trap or something like this. So I choose the Essence sign. Grants increased power and deal 50% more damage on your next 5 attacks. To the passive effect of the sign, in German there's you got the information that it increase your damage on 180 power points. So it also stands here in the passive power increase, 180 power points. So you got really nice bonus on your basic power, which also is the base for critical hits and critical hit damage. So the more power we have, the more critical damage we have got in a critical hit. As secondary skill and stun breaker, I use Stunbreaker every time. So this one is the role of initiative, or initiative, yes. It's something that melee thieves can't use really often because you roll backwards an extreme long range, so you have to run to the target to hit it again as melee. We have pistols, we don't need to do that, so it's a very nice skill for us because it's regenerate our initiative, and we can use our most damage burst shots more often. As third skill, we use the Shadow Refuge. That is basically a must-have skill for thief in dungeons, not just for the thief, also for the team, because yeah, you can also hide teammates when they are downstate or something like this and heal them up. So it's one of the main skills the thief use. You also could use the sign of agility that increases your precision. This one is more for the sign build thieves out there. I don't prefer that really much, because if you got around about 50% precision, it isn't really important to have much more precision, because you really crit on every second hit, so you don't need more, so you can leave this one out. This one is Infiltrator Sign, is something that gains our initiative a bit faster. We don't need this if we use the role of initiative. It has got a long cooldown, but it regains just more useful our initiative than this one. This is you don't need this. It's more newbie sign, I would say. It's nothing really important. So we come to traits. I have the traits already done here, because normally I would show you a blank trait line, but in this video I think I do this really fast, I would say. So as you see, it's really early in the morning, so I want to do this fast, and these are the traits we want to do. And I tell you why we do this. 25 points into Deadly Arts. This is mainly because of the power. As I said, basic power is in the end our crit damage, and the crit damage is that what we want to increase, so we need this one. Why I don't put 30 points in this? Because I think the skills we unlock with 30 points are not very usable for us, and we need the 5 points, yes, the last 5 points in other trait lines. So you can see here, when you strike a foe with less than 50% health, you cause immobilize for 4 seconds. We don't really need, because we are on range. So, and it's also have 30 seconds cooldown. It's very long for a skill like that, a passive skill like that. And applied venoms last 1 extra strike. We don't use any venom, so we don't need this trait. So we can say this third skill on Deadly Arts is really nothing we need. So at secondary is the second effect of Deadly Arts are increase condition duration by 25%. This is something nice to have because of the 25 skill. It deals 10% more damage if your target has a condition. Our targets will have always a condition, and that's why our auto attack on pistol is really nice to have with the bleeding, or the second one with the vulnerability, because these are conditions, and so we deal 10% more damage if we hit the target at first with the auto hit. So Now I starts in the beginning with Third-Man Touch. Stealing applies poison for 10 seconds. We don't really need this because we don't steal often, or we never steal. If this doesn't fit in our playstyle, it doesn't fit it's my playstyle, so I don't use this. It's very useless, so this one is more important. 40% chance to cause vulnerability for 10 seconds on a critical hit. 1 second cooldown. That's very nice because we burst our shots, so we crit very often. That's 40% chance caused very oft. So our target gets an extra condition which guarantees us the effect of the 25th one, 10% more damage if our target hits in condition. Very nice. Next one was Lotus Poison. Weaken targets when you poison them. We don't really need, because yes, we have not much poison skills in our build in the whole. So more important is this one. Combined training, dual skills deal 5% more damage. The unload isn't dual skill because we just can use this if we got 2 pistols. If we got just 1, we can't use this, so this skill won't work. If we got 2 pistols, this one works, so we deals 5% more damage if we do an unload. Nice. This is what we want to have. Critical strikes, the second trait line. We need precision to increase our critical strike chance. So I trade this into the whole line. Also we got increased critical damage by 30%. That's very much. So it's very nice to get this in this trait line too. And we need the points to unlock the 30th. The Executioner deals 20% extra damage when targets is below 50% health. It's like a finisher, so we deals much more damage if our targets are already hit to 50% health. It's nice, so we trade this incomplete. But what do we do passive as well? Keen Observer, critical hit chance is increased by 5% while health is over 90%. We are range thief, so we got relatively often the chance to have more than 90% health. That's really nice, so we do often more 5% more damage. So Pistol Mastery, that's really important for us because deal an additional 10% damage with per pistols, so it's just basically more pistol damage. Nice. Opportunist, critical hits have 20% chance to restore 1 initiative, so we can use our skills more often. As I said, we burst the most of our shots, so we regain our initiative relatively good, so it's nice. Combo critical chance, dual skills have a 5% chance to critical hit. It's really nice because we got a bit of extra critical strike chance, so more critical strike hits. Very nice. 25. First strikes, 10% increasing damage when oh my god, initiative is over 6. So our first attack with unload or any other skill will deal 10% more damage. It's really nice. So we trade this also because we got 30 points in this. Shadow Arts we don't really need because you get toughness. We are damage thief, so we don't really need this. We tries to escape every attack and goes on range to be safe. We also increase healing. We don't have any interest to heal somebody. with extra healing points, so it's nothing we have to use. The next train line is the acrobatics. This will increase our vitality, which is nice. It's not very high because 150 points are not very much, and increased boon duration by 50% is always nice to have longer boon on our character. So yeah, it's nice, and 50% on boon is also it's something. It's not nothing. It's more than nothing, and that's very nice. But what's more important are the passive traits we get. At first we gain 2 seconds of swiftness on evade, so we can move faster if we do an escape roll. What you can choose here is on your choice, because nearly every skill what you can get here is nice. This one we don't really need. This is one that is not nice. This is relatively nice, releasing Blighting Pounder when you take in fallen damage. Take 50% less damage from falling. If you jump from very high, this would be a nice trait. On every other playstyle I don't really prefer this. Power of Inertia, gain might whenever you dodge. It's nice to have more damage, but I don't think that you can maximize your escape rolls, your dodge rolls to 3 dodges. So these are 3 stacks might. This isn't very much, so you don't really need this, but it's a nice to have if you do nothing, if you think the other traits are not as useful. Vigorous recovery, gain vigor when using a healing skill. Now I don't know what vigor means in German, so I can't really tell you what this means. I think you know it. And Essence Retreat, gain swiftness for 10 seconds when you kill a foe. Can only be applied once every 5 seconds, so you are very fast if you kill very fast. This is nice if you are in a free environment like here, but in a dungeon you don't really need this, because there is nearly never the situation where you kill fast enough to get a bonus from the skill. What I use is Fleet Shadow, move 50% faster while in stealth. It's very useful because if you got swiftness you are only 33% faster, and because we could be very often invisible or stealthy, so we can move very fast with 50% more, so it's nice. What is very important is this one. Feeling Grace, dodging returns some of the endurance used, so we can dodge more often. As I said, we can maximize our dodge rolls on 3 if we start rolling around. I would say trick, why we don't have any traits in trickery. It would prefer our initiative, so, or it will give a bonus on this. So I tell you why, because increase condition damage, and like I said, we just do conditions to deal more direct damage, so we don't really have a use of this. Increased deal recharge rate, and like I said too, is nothing we use very often, so we don't really need this. So it's time for the gear. So we have 250 bonus power, we have 25% bonus condition duration, what's just good for this one. For the 21st one we have 300 more precision, 30% more critical hit damage. We have 150 points in vitality and 50% longer boon duration. It's very nice. And now we come to the equipment and the gear. And at first, what gear we need if you want to have a very strong pistol thief. So I think that's a really easy questions for the most of you, and now I'm going to show it you. It's Berserk gear. It's really easy to get, so it's very good to start with if you got a new thief. And this also is important for our pistols. They are also Berserk pistols and our accessories. It's everything is Berserk, or alternately it's the gear of the knight. So that's something you can use if the dungeon or the situation in UR is very hard and you need more toughness. You can also use full gear of the knight set, or a complete knight gear, or like you say. So, but for the maximum damage we use Berserk gear. That's this. That means everything in our equipment have power, precision and critical damage. So we can increase our critical damage to 102%, which is really much. The warrior can beat this out with just a few points more, not very much, so we are near on the top of the damage we can deal with any class else without the warrior. This is the one who beats every class out. So what we put in our armor, it's completely Berserk armor, power, precision, critical damage. We put in every part rubby orbs that also have power and critical damage and precision. Why we do this? Because there are no runes or something else that give us such a huge bonus on this traits. Or yes. And the pistols, what we have in the pistols. The pistols, you got two choices for one of your pistols. This is also a Berserk pistol, power, precision, critical damage. So you can choose what you want. I choose in this one the Sigil of Night, because I'm very often in dungeons, and dungeons are night areas. This is why Silvari and weapons from Ascalon glows in dungeons, because they are night areas. So we can increase our damage 10% in dungeons. This is very nice. As alternative, you can choose the Sigil of Force that deals on every situation 5% more damage. It's more flexible, so it's on your choice what you want to choose. And as secondary pistol, I choose for more critical chance the Sigil of Accuracy. It's very expensive. Yes, so it's on your choice. It's just to give this one here bonus. So in total we got 59% critical chance, and in the whole with the passive trait in the trait line we got 64%, so a few percent more. So you can use this, or you work on your vitality. That would be this pistol with 60% chance on critical remove a condition. So it's in the condition removal pistol for us. It's very nice to save us. So, but for damage we choose this one because we crit more often. So the accessories are also Berserk accessories. This back item I got from the Temple of Balthazar in Awe. You can find this if this temple is not, how to say, if it's not in fight. No, you say the same word in German too. So you use the English word in German too, but I forgot this now. Okay. So the rest is rubby, trinkles, accessories like this one, everything. And this is, if you play in longer time, you can buy this in the fractals or even with laws. So you can buy this amulet with laurels, and it's maximum you can get for berserkers with power, precision and critical damage. It's the top of the whole mountain of damage we got. So your secondary weapons could be whatever you want, like I said. Normally I would say you have to use, or it's better if you use a two-hand set, like a pistol and a dagger or something else. Pistol and dagger would be very nice because the fifth skills of the dagger is invisibility. Like I said, if you're invisible, you move faster. So this is very nice. So you get only invisible if you hit something. And you got enough initiative. So now we are invisible. Yay! We switch our pistols. Oh, we are not invisible anymore. Okay. And we shoot on it and it runs away. Wherever. And we shoot it down. So you can use this as secondary loadout. Normally I take this short bow. This is just a skin on the short bow. It's also with power, precision, critical damage, and the superior sigil of blood, because it not because of the chance to steal health. It's just this sigil to increase our damage for some critical hits. You can also use a second sigil of night or a sigil of force or something, whatever you like, to increase the damage, because this is not a two-hand set, and so the damage is not very high for us. So it's on your choice what you will take on this. Sword is also nice if you want to be very fast with your attacks here. Like, I think this is this skill. You jump to your target. No, it's not. It's with another set, I think with daggers, and then you can jump onto your targets and jump it away, and so on and so on. And this is very funny, like this. Whoop. Or oh. It's a secondary skill. So the sword is very cool for the secondary skill. You jump to your target, and you also can steal boons from it. If you trade it, I don't know if it's normal. Yes, it's not just normal. It's just if you have an trade on this, I think so. It's very nice to have a sword as secondary weapon, and yeah, I really like the sword, but I don't play it very much because, like I said, I use double pistols and short bow because I'm a range thief. I don't need to go to melee to deal my damage, so I'm very safe. Now we came to a little bonus of this video. I didn't do this in the last video. It's tip what you can use as buff food. So for the single dungeon you can use these potent potion of Inquest Slaying, or the same one for Flame Legion, or even the Ice Brood, and to maximize it to the top of what you can do with any damage type build, you can use this buff food, Dragon's Breath buns that are not anymore and not available anymore, or what you can buy on every time plates of truffle steak dinner. These two foods does the same. They increase your critical strike damage every time at 10%. It's very much, so we don't deal 101 or 102%. We deal 112%, which is very much. And also, if you kill someone, so it's not for boss fight, if you kill any minion of the boss or something like this, you also gain 200 plus points on power, and this is very much too. Yes, it's very much too. So now I start the little bonus video at the end. As I said, I want to show you in the Citadel of Flame what you can do on damage if you use a Sigil of Night in your one pistol and the Sigil of Precision in the secondary pistol. And so this was it for this build. Please tell me in the comments what you think of me in English and what I can do better, if I do heavy mistakes, if it was okay, and so on and so on. Please write it down below in the comments. In the description you find all what I said in a short cut, so you can read what the skills are, so you don't need to watch this video again and again. And I wish I had said this in the beginning of the video. But I am very tired, so I go to bed now, and I wish you a good day and much fun with this Pistol Thief build. It's very cool, I think. I had very much fun with this, and I will have more fun in the future with it, and I hope you too. So, see you guys. Bye.
At night and hope that I will dream to get me out this place and onto better things. Because I tried so hard and got so far to let this slip away, and I refuse to let someone put out my flame. You gotta try much harder, hold me underwater, and you can make it darker. I will burn it all up, 'cause I'm a fire starter. At night and hope that I will dream to get me out this place and onto better things. Because I tried so hard and got so far to let this slip away, and I refuse to let someone put out my flame.